Welcome back, Aaron, everybody. It was a little bit of a longer break as the first series was over in 2, so we did get a bit of an just about an hour in there where everyone, get yourself something to eat, drink, and maybe get a quick walk in. We are back with the second series, though. It is going to be Team Sexy up against StoRm, and this one, well, we'll see who's going to be able to take second place guaranteed here after Navi Jr. giving up to Matryoshka. Matryoshka now on 2 and 3 in terms of Series 1 and loss. It means Navi Jr. on 3 and 3. Cybercat's going to be sitting on 1 and 3, and then at the bottom of the table here, Sibe at 0 and 5. Cybercats still have Navi Senior to fight up against, which, probably not going to be a victory for them with how Navi Senior have been playing. They do still have a match up against Moneymakers as well as Matryoshka itself. So even if they lose to Matryoshka, they would not matter, because that would put Matryoshka on 3. Yeah, Cybercats would be on 1 and 3. Even if they beat Moneymakers, they'd be on 2 and 5. So yeah, if Matryoshka win up against Cybercats, Matryoshka are mathematically safe, I do believe, because that's going to be the last match. No, it's not. It's on the 26th, and they've got Moneymakers, but it could be pretty much over for them if, like I say, if they're not able to beat out against Navi Senior first, and then they lose against Matryoshka. Matryoshka will be on 3 wins, and Cybercats will only be able to go as high as 2, which would mean then that the bottom of the table, in fact, Matryoshka, if they get one more win, when do Sibe next play? On the 26th? Who plays first? So, just going through the permutations. It's interesting to me, to see. If Sibe lose against Moneymakers on the 26th, and then the series after, Matryoshka beats Cybercats, Matryoshka will be safe. And if Cybercats have previously lost to Navi as well on the 24th, that will mean both Sibe as well as Cybercats will be going down in 7th and 8th place, because Cybercats would no longer be able to get the 3 wins that they would need with Matryoshka jumping above them by a 1 win gap. And Sibe, they would be 0-6 anyway, which means they wouldn't be able to get the wins on the board to maybe potentially catch up to Matryoshka if Matryoshka lost to Cybercats. So, fun times. But that's not the series we're here to talk about today. It is going to be StoRm versus Team Sexy. Both teams on 3 and 2. Like I say, Navi Jr. now 3 and 3 because they did not win up against Matryoshka, which means that StoRm or Team Sexy, one team is guaranteed second place to themselves, at least till the 26th, when Moneymakers play, and they can jump up, and yeah, it puts them in a good position. So both teams wanted to win this. Let's just see what's going on with the lobby, because we should be ready to start soon. Suneko's told us he's ready to go. They're ready on StoRm. 9 classes giving it a go. Yeah, okay. So it looks like we're going to be able to get ourselves into it. There was just a bit of waiting on that lobby, but we should be good to go. So we should, be. Let's turn the lights up on that just a touch. Yeah, we should be good to go into the drafts soon, and it will be Team Sexy coming into this one with a full level 3 penalty for all 3 games. Not sure why, just got told by the admins. Team Sexy will be running 20 seconds of reserve time through this entire draft. So we'll see if Team StoRm want to play this in their favor, and maybe put some pressure on with some quick drafting of their own. That keeps Team Sexy on their toes, keep that reserve time burning down in the early discussions. Try and force some panic out here for Team Sexy as they do ban out the Brood.
10 seconds remaining.
I wonder if they want to go for the Batrider ban, because the Batrider, again, looking incredibly strong in the current meta. Everyone seems to be picking up the Batrider if it's available, like first phase. It is the new techies, as they do ban out the Timbersaw and the Medusa. So Team Sexy, that first pick Batrider, if they want it, it is theirs. And they're going to be coming through. Okay, they're thinking about it. Do they really want to be picking it up? Is it the best pick? They could go for a techies here.
10 seconds remaining.
So yeah, just going to take some time to think about it, as StoRm just straight up on the Medusa straight away. Yeah, they didn't even flinch when the Medusa was left in the pool. So they go for the Monkey King. Okay, let's see if he can come straight out with the Batrider for StoRm. That is straight up an instant answer here from StoRm. You've got the lockdown to drag him out of the Wukong command. He's not going to be able to tree dance himself away because he's going to be ruptured. If it was a 2v1, but it's not, it's a 5v5. So we'll see what Team
10 seconds
Sexy,
remaining.
how they want to respond to this.
5 seconds
Because,
remaining.
again, they're
Dire
going to be burning
team
through
back.
reserve time with their picks. So they pick up the Storm Spirit. Now, I imagine Storm, the options are that they're probably going to ban out the Pugner. Pugner and Keep It Light, maybe, with that Storm pickup into the ban phase. Team Sexy probably want to take away the Queen of Pain here. We've already seen it once today. The Queen of Pain just kind of ruined the Storm Spirit in the lane. So, yeah, not a lot
5
of...
seconds remaining.
For me, it would have been a lot of discussion. It would have been the first ban, but they ban out the Snapfire straight away. Okay. As the Enigma gets banned out from Storm, so they just want to keep on forcing this one back into Team Sexy's, back into your ball is in the court, so to speak, with a 20 seconds worth of stoppage time. Going fast on these picks and on the bans, as Team Sexy, okay, they're going to think about...
10 seconds remaining.
They're going to think around them a little bit more, though. We'll have a bit of the discussion while they've got this reserve time. They haven't actually, to the normal time. Haven't really touched the reserve time. They are just taking the full 30 seconds every time to think about it as they ban out the silencer. Good answer to that Storm Spirit. Storm goes for the jump in. You pop that global silence, and all of a sudden he's left on an island with 4 angry heroes surrounding him. Maybe 5 angry heroes surrounding him. Looking to beat him down.
10 seconds remaining.
So Storm, what's the response?
5 seconds remaining.
For now, they're just holding back on the picks.
Dire team ban.
Yeah, they ban out the Keep It Light. It wouldn't surprise me to see that, unless they want to pick it first next, because they do have the next pick in it, or the first pick in the next phase. I wanted to maybe take the Pugner away from Team Sexy, that Storm Spirit individually, and put it to use in their team.
10 seconds remaining.
And we'll see Team
5
Sexy thinking
seconds
about their next
remaining.
ban.
Radiant
Again, just coming
team
through the
ban.
actual phase itself, always going down. They do ban out the Queen of Pain, so no Quap in the middle up against the Storm Spirit. I wonder what Storm... What do they want to be picking here? In the mid lane, we've seen Embers coming out against the Storms. I don't know how well the Ember would do. What else can we see? We see the Templar Assassin. We have seen a couple of Templar Assassins coming out against the Storm Spirits. Do quite well, because you can't really burn through those refraction charges quickly. Yeah, Storm do ban out. Go straight in for the Shadow Demon. Oof. Some good control. The Bloodright will be set up here with the disruption coming out from that Shadow Demon in the lane. If it is the 5 Shadow Demon and not the 5 Bat Rider, I would have thought it was the 5 Shadow Demon. You are
10 seconds.
You're gonna be able to use the disruption set up for a Bloodright. You've got the illusions doing damage. The silence comes out, so you are gonna be able to set up
remaining.
that Bloodseeker for a good gank, good
Dire
position.
team pick.
What else? Storm might look towards in the mid lane. Shadow Fiend isn't that popular anymore. The Timbersword doesn't have the greatest of starts in the mid lane up against the Storm because of the magic damage, but overall, like over time, it does kind of grow into its own.
10 seconds
and
remaining.
then cuts down all the other heroes in its path. As Team Sexy, they do pick up the techies though.
5
Getting
seconds
all the way through
remaining.
into the second phase here for that support hero.
Radiant team pick.
Tidehunter.
Dire team ban.
Puck!
Something big like the Kunkka would mean that the Storm would be forced straight into like a Lincoln's. Maybe something like the Pangolier. They go for the Tidehunter Team Sexy, but yeah, maybe something like the Pangolier. Let's do it. What a Storm Spirit. They go for the Puck though. Okay.
10
So some good
seconds
control
remaining.
again, can lock heroes down. That's kind of the thing that I've seen
5
in the
seconds
Division 2.
remaining.
Like, the lack of lockdown coming out from teams, and it means that, you're going to be able to get the lockdown into the Bloodright, as they do ban out the Doom. Especially on someone like the Storm Spirit. The Storm Spirit doesn't want to go for an early BKB, and this Puck pick will force out an early BKB for the Storm, just to try and deal with the Dream Coil, because if he gets locked down, the Bloodright comes through, or a Rupture comes through, so probably not the Rupture, because he's going to be able to ball lightning away from that. But yeah, I think the lockdown from both teams is quite good. You've got the Boundless Strike, the Vortex, Blast Off, as well as the Ravage
10 seconds
on the side
remaining.
of Team Sexy as well. So there is going to be a decent amount of control from both teams.
5 seconds remaining.
And we'll see what Storm actually want to be picking up last here as the ban list coming through. It's going to be the Doom Scarith Mage taken away from Team Sexy, which
Radiant
Yeah, maybe
team
you combine
banned.
that with the Vortex and the Blast Off.
Dire
So they
team
ban out the Ench. Wolfling gets taken away here. Now, is this going to be the off-lane Bloodseeker and looking for a carry? Or is this the carry Bloodseeker and you're looking for maybe... What would you go for, like an Underlord? Or off-lane wise, Axe for a jump-in? Maybe.
10 seconds remaining.
What else we've seen? LC...
5 seconds
You don't really want to trade
remaining.
with an LC in the lane. This is something that you kind of got to look at. If this is going to be, which it probably is going to be the carry Monkey King, it's been since the very first pick, so you've had time to think about what you want to be picking up against it.
Radiant team pick.
Juggernaut.
Death Prophet's kind of out the window. Would you go for a Beastmaster? No, they go for the Juggernaut. Never mind. So position 4 Monkey King, Juggernaut carry. Okay, I thought that was going to be a second carry. They were going to pick it up. Yeah, and sorry, a second support they were looking to pick up.
remaining.
Типы кончились.
And running that Monkey King, but it's not going to be the
5
Techies
seconds
5.
remaining.
The Monkey King in the offlane up against potentially the Bloodseeker here. Or does Storm want to flex this one out? Again, go for maybe something like the Terrorblade in the lane. You put the Bloodseeker in the offlane up against the Juggernaut. Maybe even, dare I say it, a carry sniper for Krilliat, which he's been known to play in the past. So they are going to think about this one. I mean, they have a full minute and 44 seconds here to think about this next pick. As Team Sexy did get down to 7 seconds reserve time. Like I say, they are on that level 3 penalty from the get-go. So Storm, minute and a half. What do they want to be picking up here on the Radiant side? Again, something that's going to be able to take the aggression coming in from that Monkey... Because it is going to be the support Monkey King, but that won't stop him from going from the early Jingu with the Balance Strike and just trying to run at you. Maybe he goes for the Balance Strike and the Tree Dance first as a support hero, but he will eventually pick up that Jingu Mastery. Both Tide and Monkey King will trade off really well with like a right-click melee hero on the side of Storm. So... What's it going to be? There's 53 seconds left on the reserve time here for Storm. I suppose this save's going to come through from the Shadow Demon with the Disruption, so even if the Monkey King tries to get that dive on, you know, he's got to watch out for being disrupted into... I mean, I'm assuming this is going to be the carry Bloodseeker, and they're looking for an offlaner. It doesn't have to be. They could go for something like a Magnus as well. Extra control, still a lot of damage. It's fallen off a little bit, but I still don't think it's a bad hero.
Legion
Be the LC.
Commander.
Choose your
Okay.
hero. Your heroes.
So it is with the carry Bloodseeker. LC in the lane. You don't have to worry about that carry Monkey King getting big and not being able to duel him. It looks like it's going to be... Is it Dominic instead of Emptiness? Right, let me check for stand-ins. I think it is. Yeah, it looks like Emptiness is out and Dominic's going to be taken over here, so that's going to be Dominic on the LC. Just trying to take a look. They've only used him as a stand-in once, twice. So this would be the third time. And did I see it? No. So it wasn't announced for this one, but it will be the Dominic stand-in, it looks like. So, yeah. Potentially... How many games did they have left after this one? Because if they're using him here... this would be the third time. They're on 5 games. This would be the 6th, right? Yeah, so they'll have one series. As long as there's no tiebreakers, which Storm might have to forfeit if Emptiness won't play with them in the tiebreakers. Yeah, Storm just needs to climb the table. They need, they need to ban. They need to win against Navi Senior. But sorry, take a look at that. We're going to take a look from our sponsor video with EGB, then we'll get ourselves into the game. We'll see you right after this.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600. Cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
And in we go as the drums of war, they start to ring out. Well, they ring out if you've got a symbol with them. But yeah, smoke coming out from the side of Team Sex. He's going to try and make a move through the jungle. I wonder if StoRm... it's going to be the Bloodseeker close. They might be able to set up here as the Balance Strike. Balance Strike's already been taken from 9 class. Ward is down. Smoke's not broken though. So if they want to go for that high ground, Vileness, did he want a Sticky Bomb? That was already moving himself away. Smoke broke. They had that ward down. Might have just seen the Monkey King on the edge of it. So the well played comes
30
out.
seconds
As
to
the Monkey
battle.
King did reveal, wasn't able to get in range of the Balance Strike before the ward reveal, and Krilliat will be able to move himself back safe. But it does mean they will know now. They're going to be able to get this D ward out. Sticky Bomb being used just to get the sentry down. See though, if they're going to try and contest, Snakeo's going to move himself over. Needs to be a little bit careful now as well. The ward does go down. The Balance Strike's going to connect. Sticky Bomb to slow him down. Did he want to try and come in with this 9 class? He's going to get a couple of right clicks off onto Snako, but it looks like it's just going to be the trades. Yeah, you see that 1J and Dominic already moved themselves over to the die side to pick up those two. Meanwhile, the Monkey King in the river and Nefrit in the Radiant jungle to trade off those bounties. But yeah, as I was saying before, we had to jump to the sponsor video. If there is tiebreakers, which there could possibly be, if Na'Vi Senior beats StoRm, well, it depends on how this game goes today. There might not be tiebreakers, they might just be middle of the pack, and might have to give up the tiebreakers to give that extra little bit of money. So we can only speculate here. As in the mid lane, Nikki Cool coming up against Mirage. We'll see what Nikki Cool's going to be able to do. Going to go for that bottle straight away. Otherwise, it's pretty even. Yeah, there's a couple of last in there for the StoRm that the Puck doesn't have. It's going to get him ahead, but bottom lane, the Bloodright comes out with the disruption. It's actually going to be both heroes caught in that one. The Bloodright, not the disruption. It's impossible. Have you seen how small that ball is? Trying to fit more than one hero of that disruption. It's impossible. But yeah, they get the double Bloodright off, and Clear's the right trade off here. The double heroes though. 1J's going to get the kill into 7 Jessu on the top lane. Jessu being pushed back.
No, you don't.
Really nice pickup here for StoRm, because I think that bottom lane's going to... not... do I want to say the word Surfer? Yeah, no, I think even with the Shadow Demon being here, the double... The Tidehunter stands up to melee heroes really well with the Kraken Shell, as well as the Anchor Smash. And 9 class, once he hits level 2, he's going to have the point into probably the Jinger. Maybe the Tree Dance. Probably the Jinger. Disruption comes out though, Nefrit before he silences. The Balance Strike will be here in the bottom lane. So yeah, Tide, he's going to be fine going towards that ring of health. I've been seeing more Tides go towards the Meteor Hammer as well. He doesn't need a Vanguard. You know, he has his protection anyway coming in from the Kraken. Can go for Greaves and Pipe if he wants to, but I have been seeing the Meteor Hammer coming through, so this is where Nefrit has that kind of advantage where the Crimson Guard isn't really that popular anymore. So that's where the Tide has that little advantage coming through. Disruption was the Bloodright. Yeah, they're going to be able to get some damage off. Again, the Tide, it's more to take away the last hits onto the range creature, it seems like, because, yeah, 9 class comes through. Jingu Mastery, he's got 2 charges left of it. So Neko and Krilliat just have to back themselves away. And the Bloodright is going to keep coming out as long as Krilliat has the mana to spam it out. Yeah, he's going to keep putting it out. Just trying to disrupt, but the Tidehunter really doesn't care. He's going to be able to tank through it. Once it wears off, he's got the Anchor Smash if the Bloodseeker comes in close. Speaking about coming in close, though, Mirage close up to Nikki Cool, 15 to 17 in terms of last hits. So the Puck, looks like the power treads to come out here, it looks like for Nikki Cool, which makes sense. Extra stats, extra damage.
Sweet.
Yeah. He's going to go for it on the bottom lane, though. Krilliat's going to be chased down. Did they have enough to get the kill? The Bloodright comes out. And now the Shadow Poison stacking up onto the Monkey King. The Monkey King trying to get himself away from this one. Oh, he's going to be able to avoid that last Shadow Poison. Don't know if that would have been enough. It is level 3 here on the Shadow Demon, so he's going to have the 2 points into the Shadow Poison. I think it might have been enough to get the kill. Dominic on the top. He's going to get this pulled through as the LC. Sticky Bomb comes through, but all it does is help Dominic get a couple of denies. Even going to be able to finish off this potato. So it gets farmed up. He's going straight towards the face boots, it looks like. Or we got the actual boots part of the boots. Suneko and Krilliat, both pretty low here. Monkey King only level 2, so the balance strike, there's no tree dance to try and like dive straight into the tier 1s. As Nefrit, yeah, just continues to farm up the creep wave. Krilliat's going to have a little bit of trouble here, now, last hit wise, as he will lose out on about half a lane. Keeping pace, the Tidehunter just taking the creeps away from him, starting to pick up those denies. And obviously the last hits of his own. Tidehunter does get that ring of health. We'll see. I'm more than convinced this is going to be a meaty hand coming through here. Top lane though, till the end's going to suffer a little bit. Did they get another kill? Blastoff comes through, but it's going to leave 7 Jesu in a little bit of trouble. Has that spin if he needs it. There's a right click to come through from Dominic. Yeah, 1J. Doesn't want to go for the Fireflies. Nefrit on the bottom lane.
Dire's
Does get the kill into
courier
Krilliat.
has been killed.
So, Krilliat being low. 9 class going to go for the tip there as well. Yeah, I suppose Krilliat maybe thinks he can stand around with a first heal. You know, and just kind of heal himself up that way. But with the balance strike coming through, Tree Dance now picked up for the Monkey King. You've got a point into the Gush, 2 into the Anchor Smash. It's not as easy as just standing there and last hitting, because there's a decent amount of burst to come through from those 4 kills. Top lane, Overwhelming Odds comes out. The Firefly will be there now. Spin though till the end. Is he going to be able to get himself away from the Firefly? The Blastoff comes through. He's going to be pretty down low. The Firefly's still going. Jesu out of spin. And it might be no Dominic. Doesn't want to chase in here with one more Overwhelming Odds. And both heroes will techies. He has to TP himself back to base to heal up. Probably going to bring in a Salva too. It's just going to be Tangos. Bloodseeker gets some movement speed off that as well. So they know exactly where the techies is. And yeah, because they know where the techies is. Discord lag. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, because they know where the techies is, the Juggernaut needs to back himself up as well. The Jug did opt for the point into the healing wall, but he's out of mana. It's on cooldown as well. So take a look at the Radiant Vision. I'm pretty sure they do see him. Like, I'm 99% sure that the Bloodseeker sees him. Yeah. Thirst, it's on the Juggernaut. Bloodseeker senses your injuries and knows exactly where you are. I feel like the techies has just healed up enough. So, 5.5 minutes in, hopefully the Discord lag, or they'll be able to swap over to Skype or TeamSpeak or I don't know, whatever they have to use to benefit from this. There's Nikki Cool in the mid lane on the perk going towards it is going to be the power treads. I wonder if it's the Witchblade to come afterwards. Mirage on the StoRm. Going to be the Falcon's Blade out early on before those power treads. So the StoRm Spirit wanting that. The extra little bit of damage that comes through. You've got the health, the mana regen, the extra damage. You know, but going to be happy with the bottle. Okay, Team Sexy, we get the go. So we're just going to be waiting a little bit. Yeah, both teams. I mean, Team Sexy are asking for the go because they've already used it. This is the pause time, so the unpause comes through. Yeah, StoRm with the unpause. Mirage going to take some damage in the mid lane. Let's see here, Blood Rite comes out. But jump in. Oh, they're going to be able to get the jump. 1J, it's going to be level 6 for the StoRm Spirit here. Mirage, 1J is going to try and just take away a little bit of farm, be cheeky. But they will be able to get the kill on 1J. Mirage just stacks up, does the damage. In the mid lane now, disruption coming out. Are they going to try and make a move? Because it is going to be the techies, but Dream Call not going to be used here. Not a lot of mana left for the puck. And yeah, empty bottle as well. Not going to be able to regen it up this way, so he has to wait for the Bat Rider to come in. Gets that bottle refill, passes it over. And, okay. Dicky Cool gets that regen from the Bat Rider. It does leave the Juggernaut and the LC top lane as solo. Jesu's level 4. Level 5 on Dominic. He's already got himself, I think, Overwhelming Odds comes out. Let's take a look. LC's career, nothing coming through. What did he opt for then? Because he was going towards the power tread. Looks like he went in for at least one bracer on Dominic. And a healing ward for Jesu. Jesu's going to be a little bit further behind, in fact. Dominic not too far away from hitting this level 6. So the duel might be there. With the Firefly coming through from the Batrider, it might be enough. Healing Ward! Dominic will be able to take it away, and another overwhelming odds here for Jesu. Yeah, Dominic's just getting these pulls off, and they're going uncontested by the Juggernaut. Because you've got the tech, he's already rotated himself away. So Dominic racking up 10 denies already. Juggernaut going to be about 5 or 6 last hits through. 1J is going to get the pull, and the Jug just has to go into the jungle. Look for his last hits on the neutral creeps, and power treads will come through, but Jesu going to be slowed right down on this Battle Fury here. Dominic, how's he looking? That's going to be the power treads coming out for the LC. So the LC is going to be able to get the chase down. And Jesu, Flamebreak comes back actually. They're going to try and go for the chase down. Sticky Napalm stacking up. Jesu's going to try and do what he can. Trying to avoid the spin for now. But again, the Sticky Napalm coming out. Jesu's going to be forced all the way back. Forced to use that healing ward. And we'll see if it's going to be a rotation from the LC then. If the power treads, excuse me, the phase brutes are there for the LC. As he just continues to farm up now as well. He even gets himself a neutral item. Mirage. Playing hero. We'll see if they're going to try and go for this one. The Monkey King comes in. There's going to be a really nice balance strike, but do they get the damage out? Storm Spirit jumps in. Disruption going to save his life for a little bit now as well. The Dream Coil does get used. And I think the Shadow Demon will go down, but what response can he get from this? But the Dream Coil going to be here now as well. Nicky Cool. And how 1G he gets one. The Batrider will go down. Where's that TP? LC looking for the backstab on the back lines. Now Storm Spirit's going to be low on mana, but do they save the duel here? Techies, he's going to go down. Dominic, he couldn't make up his mind which way to go. And they didn't want the techies to deny himself to any of the neutrals. So LC, well, it's a long walk back to the off lane, and he wasn't able to get that duel off. Which it was a good setup. It was a little bit quicker there. Maybe TP into the outpost as well might have been enough to get the kill onto the techies, but in the end he won't be able to get it. And now Jesu does have that level 6, so the only slash available for the Jug. And Dominic. Really, you want to be getting that duel off onto a hero that's half health anyway. And then the Firefly comes through, you've got that duel lockdown. And that was a really good opening, he just wasn't able to find it. Even with the phase boots. So Krylia, just moving through the jungle, just looking to continue farming up. And we'll see
Dire's top
just
tower
how
is under attack.
Mirage and 9 class, they're going to go for a rotation.
Is under attack.
Really good to be able to find here. They get the dive in, looking towards Krylia on the bottom lane. Coming through, they are going to find the Bloodseeker now as well. They're going to jump in. Mirage, does he want to go for the Vortex? Bloodright comes out. They have, he broke the tree. That's why the balance strike's so far away. They might not even need it here. Mirage, they do get the kill. Meanwhile, the top lane, Spin comes through. They're going to have that duel. They will be able to get the kill onto the Jug. So a 1-for-1 trade. Both carries going down, but Dominic coming off. They're a little bit better though with the duel damage.
Tower is under attack.
So, yeah, that's good for the LC.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is
Now
under
for it,
attack.
9 class going to be able to take the bottom tower. Just taking a look at what the Bloodseeker's going to be building from Maelstrom, whereas the Jug still wants to go towards the Path of Fury, it looks like.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Item-wise, the Jug doesn't have anything, so we're coming up to 10 minutes now, he's not even started. Well, he's got the Quelling Blade, everyone has the Quelling Blade. But yeah, net worth-wise, this Jug, I mean, the Bloodseeker's not doing too much better. Dominic, going to go for a Twin Gate Smoke. They're going to look for a wraparound here. They might be able to find out the Tide. Tide, level 8 though, has that Ravage. So the smoke coming through. Rupture's going to be available. They might be able to get it onto him. Was a Disruption. Going to be slow. Purge down from Seneko. Trying to hold it for as long as possible. So the Bloodright's going to be there. Ravage will get popped. Now the chase down comes through. They're not going to be able to get in range of the Rupture. And Nefri, you might want to turn around because the Monkey King's going to be here. So Seneko, the balance strike comes through. It connects. Mirage will be able to get one kill. Rupture comes through onto the Monkey King once again. But the Wukong's man, Dominic, is going to go down. 3 heroes grouping up. Really nice response there from Team Sexy. And yeah, because the Rupture wasn't used, Nefrit was just able to carry on walking himself out. The Disruption as well. From the Shadow Demon, it wasn't a great setup. Once that comes through, the duel wasn't there in time. There wasn't enough damage on the Titan's either. He was too tanky. The duel wouldn't have gone through. And the Ravage just buys time for his teammates to respond. Great rotation up from Team Sexy.
Dire's top tower
And
is
you
under
can see the
attack.
net worth swing. It's only about 1k. Ooh, that Rider Balance Strike comes through. Are they going to be able to go for this one? The Tree Dance comes out with the Primal Springs. They're going to be able to get this damage out onto the Bat Rider. Bat Rider trying to get himself away. The rotation does come through. They might be able to get the duel off onto the techies, but it doesn't matter. He goes down to Nathan with the Shadow Poison. And once again, that Blink Dagger's here. He has a gold for the Blink Dagger, the Legion Commander. He will buy it out now.
Illusion.
So, yeah, he's going to have that up. Dominic, going to be easier for him to close the gap, as he has just fallen short a couple of times already in this game. So let's see. Curliat just carry on farming through. He's got 400 gold before he's got this Maelstrom up. I wonder if he has to go for a quick BKB. Because it's just... It's so hard with the amount of control coming out on the side of Team Sexy if you get caught out. You know, the damage that's gonna... You are gonna be able to get a quick pick on this Bloodseeker.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
1J. He's looking around. What's that Bat Rider gonna find?
Dire are scanning.
As he's just moving through, the techies will be close, but the Monkey King... He's a tree for the forest here, this monkey. Just spotting out to Curlian. There will not be a rotation though. The Bat Rider, he might have only found death. The last stuff does come through. If you have enough to get the kill, the taser will pop now as well. The proxy mine. It takes down this Bat Rider. They might be able to get a response off the techies. Techies gets low, will be killed off.
Radiant's bottom
Snake
tower
with the
is under
response.
attack.
Yeah, Bloodseeker's going to have the gold now as well for that full Maelstrom complete. The Mythril Hammer being brought up. And you can see that the LC is going to try and reveal this Blink. Mirage playing away though. The orb won't reveal. As the Tidehunter does move himself in. So, again, LC going to have a bit of time wasted here for Boots Plan. He wants to go towards his Blade Mail. Mirage gets the kill onto Snako. They do dive deep after the LC rotated off. 9 class, he's hunting around. He's actually going to be going towards an Orchid on the Monkey King. I do like that because it means you're going to be able to get in, shut down. Something like, you know, if the Puck can't get away, can't phase shift, can't all
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
because of the Orchid. Because I mean, again, the Puck doesn't really want to be going to an early BKB. Maybe an early Lincolns, but a BKB for the Puck, that's kind of like mid to late game items. And Puck actually going to be the Blink Dagger, so he's committed. He's got that Witchblade, committed into trying to get that jump in. Maybe to set up, help Dominic go for those duels with the Blink in, Dream Call, damage with the Orb as well. Winning Rift. Dominic is shown in the lane here. Puck backing him up. No vision on the Puck though. Gotta be careful of these proxy mines.
Radiant are scanning.
Top lane. Blast off comes through. Do they want to try and get the gap closed here for the Omni Slash? Gonna be jumping. Dominic. Where's that Vortex? They jump forward now as well. They clean off the creep wave. Spin comes out. The Juggernaut won't even need to use his ultimate. Healing Ward will be there. Puck on the back lines. Maybe looking for that 3-man Dream Coil. But he does get that jump away. Now they're looking to set up. Primal Spring coming out. And Puck in the trees. No reveal. No reveal. Okay. Puck TPs himself down to the bottom lane, but straight through the Twin Gate the Monkey King goes. Just waiting for anybody. In fact, Mirage is going to walk himself right into the creep wave here. The Tier 1 tower has gone down. Did the Tide go back for the Meteor Hammer? No, he didn't. He went into the pipe. Pipe and mech here for the Tide. If he wants... It's just going to be TP squad. I thought you might have like the Buckler being started for the Greaves or something like this. Jump in. 1J in trouble. Balance Strike's going to connect now as well. They have the lockdown. They're going to be able to get the kill on the back right. The duel comes through. Do they have enough to get the kill into the Monkey King? The Monkey King will go down, but it's going to cost Dominic his life. Ooh, the last bit of damage here. Do they have enough with the mana? Big Mirage able to pick it up. So he gets that dual victory. It's going to be a 1 for 2. He gets some dual damage on the board. It's going to be easy when he gets his Blade Mail, but because he's been roaming for so long here, this LC, yes, 4th in the net worth, but that the Blade Mail's still way too far away. And I thought they maybe would have sent the, you know, the Puck rotation. You get the Dream Call, and then he tries to catch himself up, or it tries to go that way with the Dream Call units locked down. You then just able to face boost yourself in, so you don't go for the Blink first. You go for the Blade Mail first. I was looking. Team Sexy 61% in favor. So yeah. they've got a decent... I mean, they've got a really good start here as well. 8 kills to 12, 1k net worth lead. But again, Dominic, the more kills he does get, or the more dual victories he's going to get, the scarier he's going to look. And they are just buying time for this Bloodseeker now with the Maelstrom to carry on farming. And it is going to be the early BKB for the Bloodseeker as well. He's got himself a Van Brace for extra protection, extra attack speed. Hand of Midas on the bat. That's a position 4 bat, by the way, boys and girls. That is just a straight-up greedy bat rider. Jump in, you get the blink. Monkey King. Is there going to be any follow-up? Was that LC? LC nowhere near, so the Dream Call will be used. Monkey King is just going to try and waste as much time as possible. The Mischief comes through. Surely he takes down. He does. 1J will be able to get that last kill. But he wasted so much time there for StoRm. And we'll see just what they're going to be able to get from this. Because, I mean, it does mean that you've still got this farm up. They're going to try and go onto the techies, though. Jump in, backlines. Mirage gets a kill onto Seneko. They're going to be able to come in now as well. The duel comes through, but they have that Ravage. Do they save the techies? Techies, the dual victory won't come out. Pipe, Omnislash now onto Dominic and change it onto Nicky Cool. The Ravage will be there, but they're going to be able to go back. There was a phase shift from the Puck. Jumps himself out of danger, away from that Omnislash. But they do still clean up everybody that was in this fight. The Bloodseeker, not there, wasn't able to help out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And all of a sudden, Team Sexy, 3k up here. Nefrit looking to push down this tier 1. Well, I mean, he's going to be taking tower shots. Not a lot of damage, actually. Taking no damage from the tower on the Tidehunter. The creep wave will push in here. 4 heroes. I thought that Puck was going to be out. When he got the jump away from the Omnislash, you know, he cancelled it off. I genuinely thought he was going to be away. But not to be. There's a Juggernaut. Level 13, so it was that level 2 Omnislash here as well. Is the Monkey King, how far away from the Orchid is he? Just needs the cornucopia. So about 300 gold, just under 300 gold here for the Monkey King. StoRm, item-wise, it's going to be... No way it's going to be a Hex this early on in the game. Just straight Falcon's Blade, Sanjin Kaya into a Hex. And he's not going to be too far... Well, he's going to be a ways away from it. I was looking at it, he's built up the ultimate orb. But he's still, what, 28700, so he's still 35, so 2,600 gold away. Quick maths. As the jump comes in, it might be some more quick maths. What is 1 minus 1? As Kreliak gets taken away here. It's 0, by the way, which is 0 carries on the board for StoRm. But he does want to be going towards that BKB again. Going to be about 800 gold away from the BKB, the StoRm, from the Bloodseeker. Dominic still not been able to find a third duel victory. So the pipe protection coming out from the Tidehunter. He's been able to keep his teammates alive. Yeah, the techies, even the techies. He's pretty tanky on the techies here with the Pavis. Pavisio. Seneko jumping from the Storm Spirit, jumping from the Monkey King, and fall down from Seneko. They are going to be able to take this tier 1 tower. Now this is where Team Sexy starting to build a bit of a lead here. All 3 cores on the side of Team Sexy have a head start over the cores on the side of StoRm. If you're looking at it, it's going to be about 2,000 gold for the Jug over the Bloodseeker. 3,000 the Storm Spirit over the Puck, and about 3,000 from the Tidehunter over the LC. Jesu, is he going to be able to solo this one? Shoot, does he solo this with a level 4 healing ward? It's going to be tight. It's going to be close. Does he pull it off? He needs someone else to help him out, surely. It's coming down to the wire. As 9 class does get that one. As the Wukong's command comes out, Puck going to TP into this one. Monkey King just having to hold himself still. The Rupture comes out now as well, but the Storm Spirit, the jumping on the backlines disruption, it's going to keep the Bloodseeker going for a little bit longer. They do get the kill into 9 class. Dream Call going to be used here. Mirage just pops it straight away. Had that shield rune. Nicky Cool wants to jump up. There's going to be the Vortex in 3 seconds now. Techie's looking to join his teammates. He got the kill onto the Jug. Got the kill onto the Jug. Dominic got the kill onto the Jug. Jug must have been low. Yeah, the healing ward wore off. And actually, Legion Commander gets his 3rd duel. As we swung away to look at the fight onto 9 class. So yeah, Blade Mill's out now as well as the Blink Dagger from the LC. This is where the LC starts to get really scary. Especially if you can find picks of... I know it's extenuating circumstances with the Juggernaut. You know, he thought he could be alright. He'd already used the healing ward. He took the Tormentor, so no one was going to be there. Wrong. The LC was there to hunt him down. And LC now. BKB into the Ag Scepter. So the Ag Scepter increased dual duration and reduces cooldown. Legion Commander and her opponent take reduced damage from other sources. So you are going to try and reduce by 50%. While it's a 30-second cooldown. That's really good. You know, an extra 20 seconds. It means you're going to have it maybe twice a fight. If you are the one to start that fight, you take damage reduction from outside sources. It's a 7.5-second lockdown as well, giving you an extra 2 seconds on the duel. The stats are pretty nice as well, just to go along with it. You know, don't turn your nose up at those. But Team Sexy still have the 6k net worth lead here up against StoRm. Krillia, the mind does pop as StoRm moving to take this tier 1 tower. You can see the Team Sexy, they're in the Roche pit. Yeah, they're going to make a quick run for this one, and it looks like StoRm. Actually, do they want to try and trade off a tier 2 here? As the top lane will be pushing in the tier 2 tower on the top lane, taking a little bit of damage, but not a whole lot to the point where maybe Roshan can't go down and then the TP comes in from Team Sexy. Maybe even a twin gate to backstab here. So I'll see, still looking towards the BKB. How quickly can we do this, Roshan? Do you have any wards to spot out as well? You have the proxy mines, twin gate comes through, the Batrider's going to be close to this one, scan comes out, and it's going to be a dire scan. Proxy mine as well as the sentry comes through here. Do they get the vision on the Batrider? They do not until the Monkey King speed dances himself over, so now they will see the Batrider. Batrider locked down, Stormspirit dives in, Vortex comes through, the Blast Off's going to be there as well. Mirage, cool guys don't even look at the kills. He did have that Remnant down, starts to walk himself away. The Batrider in the Vortex does get picked off. They might try and go back towards the bottom here. They have these wards to see it. Stormspirit going to clear off this top lane before he goes through the twin gate, maybe. Aegis on the Storm as well. They're going to jump in. Back lines now as well. The duel comes out. They might be able to get the kill onto the techies. Nothing to save it. Dominic picks up another duel victory. Seneko might go down though. Do they have a reveal? The Rupture comes through. The Monkey King, he wants to kill onto Seneko. Seneko, Dreamcoil gets used. They do get the kill onto the Juggernaut though. Stormspirit, he's only just going to be coming through the twin gate as 2 heroes are already dead. The Tidehunter not anywhere close. And 9 class, he's going to go down. The Mischief. The damage still comes through, and StoRm thinks better of. If there was a Ravager, which, what's he looking for on the Tidehunter? Not even going to go for the Blink. Yeah, Tidehunter, it is a Lotus Orb next. I genuinely think he needs that Blink Dagger. StoRm's alright for the initiation. Maybe if he gets an Ags out there as well, he can wander in. The Hex is coming out from the Stormspirit, but Tidehunter, don't get me wrong, I like the Pipe and the Greaves. I really like the protection that comes through from this one. But you still need to be with that Ravage. You still need to be able to close that gap. If you're too far away from your team, or, you know, you get caught on the back lines, I just think it's kind of like an Enigma with a Black Hole. Okay, yeah, they want to go for the protection, they want to go for that utility, but the Blink is such an essential part of your kit as that kind of hero that you want to come in with the interrupt. Sure, the Storm can jump in. If he gets an Ag Scepter on the Stormspirit as well, more power to him. But you need to be that secondary follow-up, I feel, on the Tidehunter. And I know I'm flaming him a little bit, because the Lotus is still probably going to be nice, with things like the Rupture coming out, the Duel coming out, the Lasso coming out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But I just think maybe a Blink Dagger, these fights go a little bit different here. They're still doing alright, Team Sexy, though. The duel comes through. Do they have enough damage to get through the techies this time? They do. First damage is going to be enough once again. So Dominic again stacking up damage here. 112 on the LC.
Dire's top tower
Going to be about 800 gold away from the BKB for the Legion Commander as well. Yeah, this is where Team Sexy, they need to be aware that there is, I mean, I'm not saying they're on a timer, but there is a point where both the Bloodseeker and the LC will be a lot scarier of a threat than the Tidehunter and the Juggernaut. Stormspirit's going to try and go for the dive in, using a lot of mana here. We won't be able to get the catch out onto the LC. LC already back to base. Hook, looking to push up this top lane. Going for towards the Lincolns. Yeah, I like this Lincolns for the Puck. Dive in though, mid. Putting pressure onto this tier 2 tower. 1J and Nikki Cool, they're going to try and trade off tier 2s for tier 2s. Fortification does come out from both sides, so see what they're going to do. This next Street Wave coming up as well. Krilliat's here on the top part of the map. just looking for farm, and
Radiant's middle tower.
1 kill and 4 assists, but Bloodseeker could get more involved. Oh, now they're going to have to get this jump in. Do they get the kill onto the LC? The LC's going to go down. Doesn't have buyback, is dead for the next 48 seconds. So how far do Team Sexy want to go with this one? They still have the Aegis, so they can go onto this tier 3 tower, do a lot of damage to this. The Poke not even going to rotate back just yet. It looks like they are going to be able to take down this tier 3. Proxy Mine might finish the job till the end, gets the kill on that one.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Fortification gets used.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And the damage coming through here, they're going to be able to go into smelly racks.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Yeah, it's backdoor protection kicking in. The creeps have been taken away, but they can just force it out with the bottom lane now as well. The Monkey King moving himself through. Orchid, BKB for the Monkey King to follow up. How far did the LC actually get the buyout? He didn't. He's going to be about 500 gold away from getting the Ags. Not the Ags, the BKB. So I was looking at a different thing when I said Ags. But yeah, going to be about 500 gold from getting the BKB because he did buy out the Mithril Hammer before he died. Wasn't able to complete that. Didn't have enough gold. As the Proxy Mines start to go down, it looks like Team Sexy just want to push into the space. 28 minutes in, you've got the Puck trying to trade off a tier 3. You know, just maybe not ready to come in yet without a Lincoln Sphere, which is going to be a ways away. Still going to be about 1,000 gold out from that. So yeah, Team Sexy, they take down a mid-lane melee Rax. The range Rax slowly being chipped away. Well, I mean, slowly being chipped away by this range creep that's just, what's that? Every hit's about 6 damage. It's not the biggest. The Ravage does come through though now as well, but the BKB was out. I think they're able to get the kill. They take down this Juggernaut. Lasso on the back lines. They've got the lockdown into the Storms. But Storms right though. A lot of mana left. The Wukong's command does come through. Mischief trying to dodge off the damage, but they're able to take down the Storms for it, and that Aegis is gone. So a base hold here. They lose a melee Rax in the mid lane, but they were able to hold on to the tier 3 tower. They were able to hold on to the Rax in the bottom lane, and maybe an overextension coming through from the side of Team Sexy. Not respecting the BO. That was a reveal of the BKB on the LC there as well. Not respecting that possibility to come out. And yeah, it was a big jump. Great duel. More damage. Jump in. And just set the tone of the fight, these new BKBs. Krelia even went back for the Mojolian. Mojolian? The Basher to come out of the Bloodseeker as well. And this is what I'm saying. The fact that the LC is able to rack up all this damage. I know at the minute it's only 140 damage, but it's extra 140 damage that if he wasn't winning the duels, he wouldn't have. And it just makes it easier for him to win the duels. He's going to be able to get a Blitz Knuckle now, going towards the Shadow Blade and the Ag Scepter still. I wonder if he wants to go for the Shadow Blade first, though, with the Blitz Knuckles. Or maybe the Blitz Knuckles comes out just for the extra attack speed. He's been holding on to the Duelist Gloves. That's a level 1 useful item here, the Legion Commander. Yeah, didn't actually bother with the tier 2 or the tier 3 neutral item, this LC. I guess the attack speed, the 20 attack speed is really nice, but I thought you might have at least popped the tier 3. Maybe Dominic just happy with his gloves. They do have the, you know, it's got the ultimate in the name. It's the Duelist Gloves. So now Team Sexy, what are they setting up for here? 36 seconds until the Roshan's back up. Big man, at least 36 seconds until the big man's back up. There's Mirage. Yeah, he wants that BKB. He wants to make sure he's not caught out. I think in that last fight, if he'd had it, he wouldn't have been disrupted. He maybe gets himself out alive if he'd had that BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You can see though, the bottom lane pushes in slightly. As it is going to be a catapult wave onto the tower, so the tower trying to chip down onto this tier 3. And Suneko is going to be able to clear it off. You've got the creep waves there as well. It did lose a little bit of health, extra health, this tier 3 tower. As a group up comes in from Storm. Where did he want to go? Because he could have gone for a smoke gank with the duel now that it's off cooldown. Dominic, did he opt for the full Shadow Blade? He's not gone for anything else just yet. Proxy Mine's blowing up, so the only warning system coming out from the side of Team Sexy. And the group up, Team Sexy, smoke coming through.
top
what are they going to be able
tower
to
is
do?
under
Because
attack.
StoRm, I'm just watching here now as well. They're not going to be able to scout this one out. The creeps as well. This catapult again onto the tier 3 tower for the side of Team Sexy now. The jump might come through now as well. There's going to be the double proxy mine being down. The jump comes in. The duel will still be there. The Ravage comes out. Blade Mail. They're not going to be able to get a lot of damage. In fact, the duel, it might go the way it does. It goes the way of Jesu. He picks himself up 38 damage for his troubles here. As Dream Code comes on Wukong's command. He's level 19 yet, so he doesn't have that 50% Blade Dance lifesteal. They're going to be able to get the jump onto Suneko. Good cleanup coming through from Team Sexy. Yeah, maybe the Juggernaut isn't the target to duel. So the Puck going to try and get away with the phase shift. Orb out. Yeah, BKBs were committed there as well. The damage coming through, though, was just way too much. And the Juggernaut being able to put out... Well, with the rest of his team, right? Because there was a really good Ravage there from the Tidehunter. Just to stop the secondary initiation coming through from the side of StoRm. I actually went back for the Shivas. So, Lotus maybe. He's got the Lotus recipe, so the Lotus maybe to come out next. Team Sexy, Roshan, he is back up in the bottom part of the map. They're going to be able to make their way over to this one now. StoRm, they do have their heroes coming back up. It is the outpost on the Radiant side as well, so if they want to, they can TP themselves into this outpost. But how quickly is this Roshan going to go down? Well, with an extra 38 damage on the Juggernaut, it's going to go down quicker than it would have. You know, the Jug going to be going back into a butterfly. Net worth-wise, the Jug was at 4th behind, so that, I mean, the Bloodseeker's still ahead of him in terms of net worth. Aegis on Mirage once again. Cheese. Did he pass it over? It looks like the Cheese as well onto the Storm Spirit. Okay. Dominic. Maybe this time. No, it's going to be even harder now. If he jumps onto the Jug has that. He still doesn't have level 820. The Jug will have the heals coming through from the crit. So we can see there is going to be the 3-man smoke. Bloodseeker and Batrider, the ones who are they going to be able to get the jump on though? When's that smoke going to break? Smoke breaks onto Nephra. Is he the one? BKB comes out. So it's going to be the Blade Mail now as well. But the protection out. This Tidehunter, he's just going to be able to tank it. Lasso comes through onto the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit has that Aegis though. They blow up Dominic. They're going to be able to take down Kriat as well. Kriat goes down. 2 heroes dead. Can they clean up even more? Puck going to try and get himself away. Suneko with the TP out underneath their noses. But the Puck is going to be the target. The slowdown from the Bullwhip. While this goes on, 1J. Mate. Just leave. Just have that TP. He was trying to do what he can with the Firefly. Just to, again, push this lane out. But you've just got to walk away. You got to flap away. You got to fly away, whatever you want to call it. But again, another good fight. Tidehunter was not that target. Look at how tanky he is. He's got a Pipe, Greaves, Shivas. Soul Ring gives him a little bit as well. And he's just a tanky hero anyway. You thought you were going to win a duel against that thing? He's an absolute beast of a hero. Dragback, they've got the lockdown into the Puck. Balance Strike comes up, but the disruption's going to save him for now as well. Silence for the Puck. He's going to be able to get himself away. The damage coming through. Nicky Cool. Can he actually get himself out of this one? There's going to be no buyback on the LC, who's up in the next 5 seconds, but they've started to break the base once again. 7 Jesu, who's just trying to hit away at these whacks. And it looks like he is going to be able to take it down. Dream Cold comes out. It will break now. Blade Mail comes in, but they've already got the Blade Flurry out. The spin's going to be there. The Ravage connects onto LC. He didn't have the BKB for another 7 seconds. Oh, man. That's going to be another victory. Actually, was it a victory anyway? Or was it just that the duel wore off? Because I'm not seeing... No, it wasn't a victory for anybody. It was just not a win for the LC, and it will be now. 2 heroes dead on the side of Team StoRm for the next 40 seconds or so. Monkey King making his way up to this top lane. They want to push this one in. Yeah, it looks like the LC was going towards the Shadow Blade. So he did build up the broadsword. And not the Ags like I thought it was going to be. The Ags may be a little bit more useful. But for now, we'll see. Just going to opt towards that Shadow Blade. Still going to be about 600 gold off the Shadow Blade. Never mind the Silver Edge. Getting the break onto 7 Jesu would be nice. It stops that heal coming out from the Blade Dance if you get a good duel off. Which he does now have because he's level 21. Yeah, the break on the Tide as well,
Radiant's top tower
with
is
his
under
4
attack.
points in Kraken Shell. Everybody from the side of Storm is going to be
Radiant's
back
top
alive.
tower has fallen.
Are they going to be able to defend this Storm though? Because they've lost 2 lanes of racks. Aegis is still there on the Storm Spirit. So the Storm going in for a big dive in to clear off the creeps in the mid lane. What's the Storm Spirit got? Got that Aghanim Scepter coming out now as well. This is big for the Storm Spirit. If he gets a good dive in, 4-5 heroes locked down with the follow-up from the Ravage. Yeah, the Blink Dagger's up for the Titan, so good follow.
Radiant's top tower
Ravage is
is
on
under
cooldown for the next
attack.
46 seconds, so maybe not. Storm trying to jump in. Do they get the lockdown now as well? BKB comes up from 1J. 1J is going to turn around. Lasso with the Omni Slash. The Force Staff comes over the Omni Slash. It's still going because it was the Force Staff and not a Blink Dagger. They have the damage. Kurlet's going to try and come into this one with BKB of his own. The Wukong's command does come out. Bloodseeker just needs to move himself away. And now, again, holding on that Ravage 25 seconds away. Omni Slash was used.
Radiant's top tower.
No Swift Slash for the Juggernaut. Because he went Manta Lincoln's into the jump in. There's going to be the duel coming through. Did they have enough lockdown? No. There's going to be the Stain coming out now for the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut, Dominic will go down. 3 heroes dead on the side of Storm. Might be 4. The Balance Strike comes out.
Radiant's top
Ball going to be broken here. Do they hold that Orchid? He's going to be able to get the dive away on the puck, surely. But it is going to be the GG and Mega Creeps here. It's Team Sexy in 38 minutes. 14k and 30 kills to 18. We'll be able to take game number 1 away from Team Storm. Okay, so with that, Team Sexy put themselves in a good position to move up into 2nd place above Team Storm. Navi Junior, Moneymakers, those 4 teams looking to climb into that 2nd slot, because I'm pretty sure Navi, it's just a formality at this point that they do have that 1st slot secured for promotion into Division 1. And we'll see who's going to be following them up. Well, so far, again, Team Sexy are the ones after winning that game that put themselves in the lead. We'll see if Storm are going to be able to pull it back in the 2nd game, because everybody wants to get that promotion up for the next season. It's better placement as well once the regional qualifiers for TI roll around. So we'll see after this break whether it is going to be Team Sexy taking it in 2 or if Storm are going to be able to fight back. We'll see in about 6 or 7 minutes for game number 2.